Hello, class. I hope you all are doing well. I just wanted to create this video for you to remind you about an upcoming project, something that was mentioned much earlier in the semester that hopefully you have not forgotten about. Hopefully something that you have given thought to or started creating. But I figured I would create a video for you just to review the details of the project that we went over earlier in the semester. So this was handed out to you all earlier in the semester, and we had a discussion about the details and the requirements of the final project. So just to review this, in the final project, you will discuss the following using a minimum of 3 academic peer-reviewed sources of information. You will discuss benefits of spending time in nature, and you're going to have at least 3 examples of physical benefits, 3 examples of cognitive benefits, and 3 examples of psychological benefits. You will also discuss barriers that people face in regards to spending time in nature, at least 5 examples. And I told you that your most recent participation assignment, barriers, would, come in handy when it comes to the final project. And then you will discuss your personal reflection and action plan, which is you discussing your personal reflection on and experience with spending time in nature, which you have been doing all semester with me and your classmates. And you'll answer the following question. What goals do you have, and what is your specific plan in regards to spending time in nature? So, in the first part where you're presenting or discussing the benefits of spending time in nature and the barriers that people face in regards to spending time in nature, those examples that you share and the information that you share is what is going to come from those academic peer-reviewed sources of information, okay? And the personal reflection and a very specific action plan is completely from you, unless you have any research or information that you have pulled from some sources to incorporate into your reflection and action plan. So the way that you are presenting, discussing, however, how you're putting this all together is not in a paper. I do not want a paper from you. You will not be writing a paper for this project. Instead, you will be creating something creative, and that could take the form of a presentation, any type of presentation, whether it is using presentation software or it is using other visual aids. Someone mentioned doing a scrapbook. There's numerous things that you can do and that we discussed in the beginning of the semester. Okay, so the details on the final project paper that I handed out says that you can choose one of the following ways to create and present your project. A 5 to 8 minute video using a slideshow, blending pictures and videos of nature, music, and your narration. Think of this as like a longer version of a PSA, a public service announcement. You could do a photo collage, physical photos or digital. Either way, we're going to have to try to find some way to capture it via a video so that you can share it with me. Here it says that narration will take place in the classroom. That was prior to the shift that we've had in our learning. So you could either record your narration, or if you want, we can set up a Zoom meeting individually so that you can narrate. That's up to you. Maybe you want to create a newsletter with your research and images. And if you do decide to create such a newsletter, then your reflection and your action plan would be something that's separate. Okay, and as I said earlier in the semester, if you have another creative way to present this topic, just run it by me and let me know if you haven't already done so. So if you are maybe scrambling to find this paper that I handed out earlier in the semester, I have created a final project folder in Blackboard. So when you sign into our course in Blackboard, if you go over here to the course menu and go to course information, you scroll down past the syllabus and our updated schedule, you will see the final project information folder. And here is where you'll find the sheet that I handed out earlier in the semester with the final project details and requirements that I just went over again. Also in the final project information folder, I did add some links that I hope are helpful to you if you don't already know how to access these resources. So this link takes you through a video tutorial on how to add and record audio in PowerPoint. This particular link brings you to Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I use to create these videos. And there is a free version that you can do, and it allows you to screencast. Basically, you are recording your screen, so whatever you want on your screen, you record it, and it also includes narration, and you can also include your picture as well if you'd like, but you don't have to. Lastly, I put some resources for APA format. One thing I forgot to mention regarding the final project is that you must provide a separate APA reference page with your project. So all of the sources that you use to put together your project, the articles or journals or other, sources that you use to gather your information have to be in a list using APA format. All of the images that you use in your project must be listed on the reference page in APA format. So if you're not comfortable or used to using APA format, I have created, and I've included some helpful images and some helpful links regarding APA format. And those can be found here in the final project information folder. So if you have any questions about the final project, please reach out to me right away. I will remind you that due dates are closer than they appear. So we are in week 12 right now. So if we scroll down our schedule, you'll see that next week is week 13, then week 14, and then the final week of classes. And your final project will be due that last Thursday, May 14th. So please let me know if you have questions or if there's anything I can do to help.